So I want to show how you can use GabrielAI for customer support. This is a job request on Upwork where they need to hire two freelancers for doing SaaS product support. And the freelancer will be required to communicate with customer and replicate issues and just troubleshooting issues for the customer support, coordinating whatever SaaS product with WordPress. And also they provide a simple scenario where you can imagine to receive an email from a customer that is asking for support. And the customer already mentioned that already refreshed the browser multiple times. And then for this position, there's this interview question that has to compose a response for these complaints, right? Trying to troubleshoot the issues and just manage the situation from a customer perspective. And so I set up Gabriel. I'm using one of our emails, and this is the context that we can give to Gabriel for managing a conversation with this SaaS platform. We create a platform called Fubar, the makeup name, which is we tell that to be the SaaS platform they integrate with WordPress. We provide more information. For instance, in this case, we provide the name of the WordPress plugin is Fubar for WordPress. We provide URL, and then we start to specify how the plugin needs to be set up. So in this case, they need an API key, and then we say we are making this up, right? The plugin works best with Google Chrome, but may have issue with Firefox or Safari, and the Firefox issues are usually connected with AdBlocker. Moreover, there may be issues with other WordPress plugins, a list of plugins that maybe cause issues, and then we specify how the user can check the logs. Again, this is just context, so just information that Gabriel will have available. And then we create our filter. So this filter reply to the question from the job. So in this case, if the mail is a support request for the Fubar WordPress plugin, and then this is how Gabriel will create your reply. So we'll try to act professionally empathic and try to understand the goal of the issues. It never suggests to replicate what the user already did, but try to acknowledge it and try to make sure that everything is well set up. And then other things, for instance, confirm that the user mail is the one we are writing to, or asking what is the WordPress setup of the customer. And finally, thanks the customer for the time and trust in our product. So once we set up this for Gabriel, which this is all you need, suppose we receive an email like help installing Fubar for WordPress, where this is the scenario that the Upwork job was asking for. And in this case, it's asking for, well, we can just send this in the meantime. And in this case, the customer is asking help for the plugin. He said they installed the plugin but nothing really happened, and then try to refresh the page multiple times. Again, nothing happened. And eventually, Gabriel will draft our reply. There we are. It takes really short amount of time. And here it is, our reply. Hello Paul. Paul is the name that the user customer sign himself with. And here is the complete reply that Gabriel draft for us. You can see this is not something that it was sent, so it's just a draft, and the operator can check it, double check it, send it, update it, whatever. So it's just a draft. But you can see that it's following the instruction, right? So it's not a copy paste, it's not a template, but it's understanding what's happening and is creating a draft for the operator. So in this case, it thanks the customer and double check what is the problem. Then in here is asking if the API key was set into the WordPress plugin. Then ours is confirming the email support if the email they're using for support is the same that they're using for emailing us. And then asking WordPress setup, and then try to double check the browser the customer is using, trying to check that it's not Firefox, double checking if there are multiple plugins installed, specifically the one that are not to cause issues, and also checking communicate to the customer how to check the logs and funny things. So this is roughly how Gabriel works and how can save time for customer support rules.